Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is, of course, Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Now, I apologize for the delay, but it is finally here. I'm gonna do my Q&A video right here, right now, and I'm doing it live. I haven't edited this, I haven't got the questions prepared. I'm literally going to the YouTube page where I told you to leave the comments, and I'm just gonna read through the comments and answer the questions off the top of the dome. I haven't prepared answers. I just thought I'd freestyle this because you might get some more honest answers out of me rather than thinking too hard about it. So without further ado, this is my first Q&A video. So thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed. I've hit over 1,000 subscribers. Keep commenting, keep engaging with the channel. It encourages me to do more. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. So I've just gone to the collection video where I told you to leave your comments and I would answer the questions. And let's start at the bottom. So Caden McDonald, awesome video and collection, thank you very much. D-Bear, impressive collection, thank you very much. Carnage the Kid, I have 2 questions for you. Okay, some questions. First, what got you into collecting? And second, what was your first legend? Collecting, I've always as a kid loved action figures and stuff like that, but as I grew up and moved out of the family home, I didn't have them, didn't collect them for years, never even interested me. And then I started watching the Marvel films, the MCU, and I wanted to get a bit of memorabilia for some of my favourite films. And I started picking up a few Marvel Legends. And I think I had Marvel Legends many years ago, but my first ones that I started to buy personally as an adult to start collecting was I think the Mandroid wave. I think I got Black Widow, and then later on that year, so 2014, I got some of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think a Star-Lord figure where it looked nothing like Chris Pratt, but still. And they were my first 2 figures on the shelf. And I remember this collection just slowly expanding and it just went out of control. And it turned into my new hobby. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you play golf, you'd need to spend money on golf clubs to play and enjoy your hobby. So collectors, this is the same thing. It's our hobby, we enjoy, we can spend money on it. It's not a problem. So yeah, it's my new hobby. But I love everything Marvel. I read the comics and stuff like that, so I'm not just an action figure fan, I do love the whole universe. But anyway, thank you Kindness the Kid for your question. Next one, Tactical HNFE Sound. Where did you get your display cabinets? What was your favourite superhero team? I love your clothes style. Please follow me on Instagram, Dan Powell at figure_arts with 2 Z's. I think I did already follow you, so shout out to yourself. The cabinets are just generic cabinets from IKEA, so shout out to my Swedish friends. What is your favourite superhero team? Avengers or X-Men? I think X-Men was my first love because of that animated series growing up as a kid, so sort of gotta say X-Men, but because of the MCU, I'm loving the Avengers at the minute. Moving on, oh, what are those lights? They are just lights from IKEA. Again, you can find them in your IKEA. They're just strips of LED lights. Moving on. Brandon says, how can you afford your Marvel Legends? Because I'm a grown man and I have a job and I can spend my money on what I like. As long as your bills are paid first, people. Don't get yourself in debt or anything like that. But yeah, I just buy them with my own money. Justin the Zilla says, which figure from this year has been your favourite so far? That's a hard one. I would need to see a list of figures in front of me to pick out my favourites. I'm always going to do a best of video towards the end of the year, so I don't want to sort of reveal that just yet because I'll be revealing that in separate videos later on in the year. Probably do a top 10. I did top 6 videos for last year, so you can check out them. Description, there's links for those videos. But really liking everything from the MCU and Netflix this year. Never thought I'd get Netflix figures, so they're some of my favourites this year. Can't pick one in particular just yet, but I will at the end of the year. Monster Marvel stop motions. Did you know who Glenn Webb was? And if you did, what did you think of him? Also, Dan, I loved your videos, and I would love if you checked out my Instagram, which is Monster Marvel. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you very much. I will check out your Instagram, Monster Marvel. To answer your question, I didn't know Glenn Webb personally, but just like yourselves, I was fans of him through watching his Instagram videos. And I know this is going to sound really sad, but I don't mean it to. Like when he passed away, I was literally watching him and Shadimus Prime. They were the only two YouTubers that I'd watch for their Marvel Legends opinions and views, and I really like Glenn Webb's sense of humour, and obviously he was from this side of the ocean as well, so I appreciated that. And when he passed away, like, that inspired me to jump in and get involved, because I know it was something that he was always just like really passionate about, and I thought, sound, let's try and fill a gap. Now obviously I'm nowhere near his level. He was a genius customizer as well, and I was a massive fan, but his passing away did give me a kick up the arse to sort of say, come on Dan, get involved. So yeah, I did know who Glenn Webb was, and I was a massive fan. So RIP Glenn Webb. George says, cool display, love your dioramas. Don't you have any Marvel Selects? No, I don't have Marvel Selects. When I started collecting, I did do a lot of research into Marvel Selects and Marvel Legends, and I chose to go with Legends because there's more of them. I like the 6-inch scale, it fits in with other figure lines. I could build dioramas, where Marvel Selects, they don't release as many throughout the year, and the scales are all a little bit off, where Marvel Legends, they're quite close, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't have any Marvel Selects, but maybe I will in the future. If there are any you want me to review, let me know in the comments. Marvel Stop Motion Studios, awesome collection. Thank you very much, my friend. Bobby asks, your Hall of Armor is incredible, Dan. Do you have any custom Marvel Legends figures? I've tried to do custom Marvel Legends. I think I tried to make Skye or Daisy Johnson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to go along with my Coulson from an old Black Widow figure. If I can find a picture, I'll throw it up, but it was terrible. I'm not very good at molding and sculpting and stuff like that, but I do enjoy building dioramas. So I have built lots of dioramas and want to build more. By no way am I an expert. Check out the people on that Diostructor Facebook page. They are incredible and they inspire me. I just do it for fun, a little bit of a hobby, and to also make my display look better. But yeah, check out my collection video, as I have the Hall of Armor built from foam. Yeah, moving on. Saddled with Mayo, pal, shout out to you. You won my competition, didn't you, at the start of the year? Been waiting for this. Thank you very much, my friend. Kin Edwards says, do a progress video of your Hall of Armors. I'm going to do that. I have found the footage of where I filmed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, like the footage of me building my Hall of Armor. So I am going to piece that together and put it on the channel. So look out for that. It's nothing amazing. It is literally just a couple of separate videos showing you different stages. But if you want it, it's going to be there on the channel. We Are Venom. You don't seem to have a lot of Toy Biz figures, and damn man, why no McFarlane Spidey? The McFarlane Spidey at the time of me starting to collecting was a ridiculous price, and I'm not the most biggest fan. I prefer the more clean looking Spider-Man from like the Pizza Spider-Man. I prefer that style. I know the McFarlane has a lot better articulation, as I'm told, but don't have it. And I do have a couple of Toy Biz figures. I have the Sentinel. I think their builder figures are immense, way better than Hasbro builder figures, and I have the Beast. As you see, there's a review on my channel of the Beast, but other than that, I think they're a little bit dated now. That's why Hasbro are redoing a lot of the Toy Biz figures, because they are very outdated, just in like the way they look, and they need to be modernized, in my opinion. So yeah, not really collecting the Toy Biz figures, apart from a select one or two that still stand out from the crowd. King Edward again asks, how did you get your Coulson shield? It was from an eBay, and not an eBay, someone on Facebook. Sorry, I apologize, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but he occasionally sells a couple of custom bits and bobs on Facebook. If I can remember, I'll put his details in the description of this video. But yeah, if you check out my collection video, Coulson has like a shield that is like from the TV show. If you've seen Coulson, spoiler alert, has a metal arm or robot arm now, and he can make a shield come out of it. It's in the comics as well, so you can have a look at that. But yeah, I got it from someone on Facebook. Blade Wilson Q&A, he says, what are your worst and best builder figures from Hasbro and Toy Biz? Again, I'd need a list in front of me to think of that off the top of my head, but I think the best one, without a doubt, is the Sentinel. They're not going to beat that. Then, unless they do an epic, and Hasbro get so much money and do an epic wave, you're not beating the Sentinel anytime soon. I hope they do in the future, but not anytime soon. So that's definitely the best from Toy Biz. The best from Hasbro is a little bit hard off the top of my head. I can't really think. I did like that they attempted the Build-A-Figure wings for the MCU Vulture recently. They were quite impressive. But yeah, off the top of my head, I'd have to think about that one. Best Build-A-Figure from Hasbro. I'd have to look on the shelf. I'll get back to you. Again, I'll be doing a best of Build-A-Figure top 6th video at the end of the year as well from this year. So watch out for those videos. Blade again asks, I'm also having a YouTube Q&A. Does anyone want to leave me questions? Go ahead and leave Blade Wilson some questions on his YouTube channel. Moving on. Awesome tea, awesome collection. My question is, what of your favorite Marvel movie? Oh, that's gotta be Winter Soldier. Maybe the first Guardians of the Galaxy. They're definitely up there. They're type of films that I can just rewatch, and doesn't get tiring. Obviously, I love the original first Avengers film, but I do also love Age of Ultron. I don't know why people slate that. Age of Ultron's a great film. Civil War as well this year. Wow, that was a great film. So hard to pick, but Civil War, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, one of them. Pick one. Moving on, where did you get your shield for Coulson? I've already answered that, but thank you very much, Joshua, nevertheless. Jonathan, can you show us the Spider-Man webs in more detail, please? What did you use to make them and how? If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I will do a separate video on how to make some custom Spider-Man webs. It was just some bendy wire that you can buy online and from craft shops and stuff like that you use to make jewelry. You just bend it up, tweak it, cover it in like PVA glue type vibe to give it a bit more of a shiny, sticky, webby look. But yeah, it's just wrapping, pulling it, tweaking it. Yeah, it's not that hard. Anyone can do it. You just need to get yourself some bendy wire. I got mine from eBay. If you're more interested in that, leave me some comments and I'll reply to you separately. But yeah, just some custom spider webs I thought I'd make for my display. Moving on, Adam G 2002. He has a couple of questions. Big comment here. Great video, I love these types of videos. Now I have a few questions for the Q&A. I'm also British and live in the south of England. Struggle to find exclusives in store. Where do you get your exclusives from? Do you get them online or in store? Because my local Toys R Us never have any. I shop from Kapow Toys, they are good, but they don't have everything. My second question, which group of Marvel Legends figures, comic book figures is your favorite? X-Men, Marvel characters, okay. Don't apologise for the chunky comment, my friend. Let me just try and get my head around that. First question, I get all of my figures online. It's UK shopping, figure hunting is terrible. The UK do not stock anything good. My Toys R Us, there's a couple of toy hunts on my channel. Watch them for yourself and see how depressing it is for a UK collector to actually try and shop in the wild. Not good at all. So I get a lot of mine from Kapow Toys. Without them, collecting in the UK would be very hard. So no sponsor or anything like that, but shout out to Kapow Toys. And also I have a friend in California, Rolando, shout out to yourself. He occasionally will pick up a few exclusives for me and then ship them over. So yeah, without the fellow community getting involved in helping, I'd hardly be able to get some of those exclusives, especially the Toys R Us exclusives. UK are terrible. But yeah, if I was you, I'd get involved in some of the communities and Facebook groups and Instagram and try and make a friend out there that will help you out and send you some stuff from the US. There are a lot of genuine, honest people out there that just want to help people collect, a lot of passionate people. So yeah, go and find yourself a friend. And second question, what was your favorite group? As I've mentioned already, X-Men was my first love because of the animated series, but I love the whole Spider-Verse. I love all these Rogues gallery. Again, massive Avengers fan now, thanks to the MCU. So yeah, again, that's a hard one. I love all Marvel characters. Just realised, the chunky got my last question. You have lots of dioramas. Just wondering, what did you use to make them? Most people buy them, but they're expensive. Yeah, I realised that a lot of people are buying dioramas online, but quoting hundreds of pounds because it is a work of art. I know you may think that's a bit stupid, but it genuinely is. It's a piece of art, and art goes for hundreds and thousands sometimes. So if it's a piece of art, it's up to that person what they want to charge for it. Me, myself, don't have that type of money to spend on dioramas because I want to buy figures, and I also like creating. I'm very hands-on, so I thought I'd get stuck in and start building stuff for myself. Bought some foam, some paints, and just had a go myself. By no means am I an expert, as I always tell you. I'm just someone that's having some fun being creative. So yeah, just buy yourself some foam, get it online. I'll get mine from B&Q. If you're from the UK, you know where that is. Get yourself some installation foam. It's not great to work with, but you can make it work. Get yourself a Dremel so you can Dremel bits and bobs in it, and just some lots of paints from Hobbycraft or online or eBay, whatever you want to do. And yeah, good luck. Go and just get stuck in and have a go at building. You learn best by doing, so just get stuck in. But yeah, I'm not an expert, but I like it. Super Daz Bros, how did you start your channel? Again, as I said, I started my channel in December last year. I used to edit music videos and I do a bit of web design and stuff like that. So I knew I had the skills to present a channel in a professional way. So that's exactly what I did. I thought, I started collecting. Again, I got a kick up the arse because of all the community what going on. And there's not a lot of people from the UK that have a little bit of charisma on camera. I don't mean to be out of order to some YouTubers, but their charisma is very meh. So I try to add a little bit of personality to it. So if you enjoy that, thank you very much. But yeah, I started my channel last December just to share my collection. And none of my friends collect action figures. They all think I'm a massive loser, which is probably true. But I just wanted to put it online, use my skills that I have to put it online and share this hobby with the community out there. So yeah, that was it. That's all it was. Because none of my friends collect and I wanted some people to talk to about it. How sad is that? But yeah, I'm a loser. Moving on. Fan Film Productions, where did you get your phone for your dioramas? As I mentioned, I get mine from B&Q, but I know there's websites online. But yeah, mine's just installation phone from B&Q. I got like a massive sheet. They had to cut it in half for me because I couldn't fit it in my car. But yeah, B&Q I got mine from. When did you start collecting your Marvel Legends? Again, I've already answered that. A couple of years ago, I really got into it thanks to my love of the MCU. I just wanted a bit of memorabilia from the films, and it just sort of got a bit crazy because I'm a bit of a collectionist, like a completionist, sorry. Once I've got one, I can't stop. Moving on, review the SH Figuarts Spider-Man Homecoming. I would love to get lots of SH Figuarts figures and review them for the channel, but they are very expensive. You could buy up to 5 Marvel Legends for the price of one SH Figuart. So I'm going to be very picky about which ones I buy from them. But yeah, if I buy it, I will review it for the channel. But yeah, I'm going to be very picky with the FH Figuarts figures that I buy. I do want to get a couple of those Hall of Armor ones, but again, very pricey. Moving on, Agent Nick, awesome collection. Thank you very much, my friend. Cat Fan, great video. What was your favourite Marvel Legends fig? Ooh, that's a hard one. Sentinel Build-A-Figure from Toy Biz. If I was about to run out of the house because it was on fire, that would be the one I'd grab. So yeah, let's say that one. Moving on, MNK Wing. Dan, what's your opinion on the Marvel shows, none in general? I've been watching Agents of the Shield from the start, but it's a bit hit and miss. So yeah, I still watch it, but it's not like I'm jumping up and down about it. I watch it because it's Marvel. I'm really looking forward to the new ones that are coming, the Runaways and also Cloak and Dagger. The trailers for that look promising, but again, I'm not going to hold my breath. I did go and see Inhumans in IMAX, and I went in the IMAX and they didn't show it in IMAX. I'm sitting in the IMAX screen, no one handed me any glasses, and they just showed it in normal, but I paid for IMAX. I was very frustrated. So yeah, the Inhumans are very disappointing, and I have to drag my girlfriend along to these things anyway because she hates them. And thanks to the Inhumans, she's never going to come and see a Marvel film with me again because she hated that. She nearly fell asleep on it. She was on the phone the whole time. So yeah, Inhumans wasn't great, but I'm hoping the next couple of episodes get better, considering they did have to rush those first 2 so they could get them out in the cinema. What else? The Netflix shows are epic, obviously apart from maybe Iron Fist, which was still watchable, but it was very slow. Love Daredevil, can't wait for the Punisher. Love Jessica Jones, definitely my second favourite behind Daredevil. Loved Luke Cage as well. I love hip hop music, so I love the way they incorporated that, and the cameo from Method Man was fun. But yeah, the Netflix show, amazing, can't wait for Punisher. And yeah, I do watch most things Marvel. I watch a lot of DC shows as well on the CW, so Flash, Arrow. Arrow was one of the first things I started watching, so yeah, love Marvel and DC TV shows. Don't ask me to say your name, my friend, but it says nice collection, but the movement in this video is making me nauseous. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Is this making you nauseous? I'm only joking. Sorry about that. Cameron, who's your favourite Marvel Legend you own? And if you could get any Marvel Legend, what would it be? Okay, I've already mentioned that my favourite figure is the Sentinel Build-A-Figure. It's just epic, immense. If I could get any Marvel Legend just right now off the top of my head, it'll probably be a Gambit figure just to round out that Jim Lee style looking X-Men. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to get it in 2018. If we do, I'll be very, very happy, since we are now getting the Tiger Stripe Wolverine, which again is very iconic for me growing up watching that animated show. So yeah, just off the top of my head now, probably a Jim Lee Gambit, but that probably isn't my #1 of all time. I just have to think about it. But for now, that will do. You are awesome at making stuff. Thank you very much, Cameron. K-Boy Toy Hunter, dope video, bro. Thank you very much. Tatooine77, my question, can I have your British accent? Of course you can. It's yours, take it. Actually, I wanted to know, what did you use to make the Thanos throne? Again, I just used foam and some glue and paint. Simple as that. And your imagination. Simple as that. I sound like I'm in a bloody Roald Dahl movie. But yeah, moving on. Wakanda YD, is that how you say your name? I do apologise if it's wrong. Please show us how you made the diorama, Hall of Armour diorama. I'm going to do that. As I said, I have found the footage. It's going to be on the channel soon. 17th of Light, thank you very much. What music do you listen to? That question's from Fran Tova. I can't read for anything, by the way, so I apologise if I'm destroying these YouTube names. I love hip hop music. I used to make hip hop music. I have a website. I'm not promoting it, but it's dan-w.co.uk. I'm on YouTube if you search for Dan W. I did used to make music, very British style of hip hop ish. But yeah, I've sort of slowly went into retirement of that and started collecting toys instead. So I don't know what's going on with me. Obviously having a midlife crisis too early. But yeah, I love hip hop music, R&B, stuff like that. Stuff that has a bit of bounce to it. Bradley Stanton, hi, I'm from the UK. First question, what is your favourite and least favourite Marvel film? I've mentioned my favourites already in this video. Guardians of the Galaxy first one, Winter Soldier, Civil War, any of the Avengers, love them. And least favourite film, probably be one of the Thor films. No disrespect to Thor, I can't wait for Ragnarok. Just thinking off the top of my head, probably one of the Thor ones I could probably skip. Or even Incredible Hulk, I could probably skip that, to be fair, in the collection. I still love them, still like them. It's not like I dislike them, but if I had to pick, probably one of them. Very cool collection, dude, I love it, thank you very much. I like little bricks, or I like bricks. Hi, I love your collection, not trying to get subscribers or anything, but because you check out my channel. Go and check out his channel, people. Hector Jr., is that how you say your name? Dude, the Hall of Armour and the Thanos throne, really great job, subbed. Thank you very much, my friend, much appreciated. Mikey Action Figures, dope collection, my friend. Thank you, Mikey Action Figures. I also watch your channel. Thanks for watching mine, much appreciated. Adam Ison, just subscribe. You have quite an amazing collection. Dioramas look great. My question is, why do you collect, or what got you into collection? Again, I've already answered that, but thank you very much, Adam, for your question. I just love collecting action figures at the moment. I have no idea what it is. Cheese Pool, shout out to Cheese Pool, my Instagram friend. What is your first ever action figure? It's got to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure, as that was my first love as a kid. My mum would probably tell you that. And I also loved Action Men. I don't know if you had them in the US, but for me in the UK, growing up until I was about 10 years old, I just had tons of Action Men. I still even brought some and put them in my cupboard. Stop texting me, my girlfriend's texting me. And yeah, Action Men were probably my first toys, or some sort of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They were my first love as a kid. I had tons of them as a kid, and my mum sold them all growing up. How depressing is that? But yeah. Last question, more movie clips. Can you make a video on how you made the Iron Man shelf? Again, I'm going to put that video together, I promise. Again, it's probably not going to be what people want, but that is it. So yeah, they are all the questions on my YouTube page. So thank you very much to everyone that has left a question on the YouTube page. I hope I answered your questions. I apologise if I didn't answer them very well. As I said, it's off the top of the dome and I didn't want to chat for too much, but I did want to get this Q&A video out there. So if you're watching, thank you very much for staying this long. I hope you heard your question. Sorry if I got your name wrong, but all your views and your interaction with the channel and your comments, I really, really appreciate. It's your interaction with the channel that encourages me to make more content. If you weren't leaving comments and pressing like, I'd think no one would be bothered, and then I'd just put my feet up and watch telly and I wouldn't bother making videos. So your interaction and engagement is much appreciated. So keep watching the videos, keep watching the channel. My name has been Dan W, and I shall see you on the next one. Pow.